She painted me into the stars. But by the time I found out, she was already gone. I remember the first time I saw her. She wasn't doing anything extraordinary. Just sitting on the pavement outside the Nairobi National Theatre. Her knees pulled up, a sketchbook resting against them. Charcoal dust smudged across her fingertips. Headphones drowning out the chaos of the city. She had no idea the world was watching. No idea I was watching. Her name was Maya Wanjiru. A painter. A dreamer. A storm with soft hands. Back then, I was nothing more than an ambitious law student, with one goal. Get out. Leave Kenya. Start fresh in London. No distractions. But Maya was a distraction. The most beautiful kind. I could have walked past her. Pretended she didn't exist. But I didn't. That was the first mistake. We fell in love like a thunderstorm. Loud. Unpredictable. Overwhelming. She took me to matatu rides deep into neighborhoods I'd never dared to explore. Crowded markets that smelled of fresh mandotsi and roasted maize. Street corners where murals breed stories. I took her to quiet cafes. Tried to teach her how to argue like a lawyer. She laughed at my seriousness. I marveled at her chaos. But the future loomed. I had been offered a scholarship to Oxford. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And Maya was Nairobi through and through. Her world lived on canvas and in color. Mine was slowly turning grayscale. I asked her to come with me. She didn't even hesitate before saying no. I can't leave what I am. This city raised me. My heart breathes here. Then, she asked me to stay. And I didn't even hesitate before saying no. That was mistake number 2. London was cold. Not just in weather. In spirit. I buried myself in books, lectures, internships. I tried to forget her. But every piece of graffiti on the city walls looked like something Maya would sketch. Every time the rain fell just so on the cobblestones, I could almost hear her laugh. We tried long distance, late night calls, handwritten letters, pixelated video chats. But time zones are ruthless. Love needs presence. She stopped replying. And I didn't blame her. 2 years later, I flew home. I told myself I wouldn't look for her. But I did. And I found her. In an art gallery. Holding hands with someone else. That was mistake number 3. Thinking I could have her again. He was kind. Smart. A musician. The kind of man who would bring her tea when she was working. Not just write essays about freedom of expression. They looked good together. I was bitter. So I told myself lies. She moved on too fast. She never loved me like I loved her. But the truth. She loved me so deeply. It nearly destroyed her. She just healed faster than I did. We met for coffee once. There was no blame in her voice. Just a quiet sadness. You were my once-in-a-lifetime love. But loving you cost me everything. I had to choose me. She said. I understood. But it still hurt like hell. Years passed. I became a human rights lawyer. Traveled the world. Won cases. Got published. Even married someone else. A good woman. Who deserved more than half a heart. But Maya stayed in my bones. One day, I was walking through a London gallery. And I saw it. A painting. Titled, If I Never Loved You. It was me. Not how I looked. But how she remembered me. Eyes full of fire. Smile full of dreams. Loneliness wrapped in ambition. Beneath the painting was a note. If I never loved you, I'd never have known the price of beauty. But I'm still glad I paid it. Maya died young. Cancer. Aggressive. Silent. She didn't tell anyone until it was too late. I flew home for the funeral. Her studio smelled of turpentine and mangoes. The walls were covered in unfinished canvases. Stories she never got to complete. Among her things, I found a letter. Addressed to me. You once asked me if I regretted not coming with you. Truth is, I do. Sometimes. But only on the nights I missed your arms. The rest of the time, I painted you into the stars. You left, yes. But you never really left me. I hope. I never left you either. Now, every night, when I walk through the quiet streets of London, I think about that one question. What if I never loved you? And I realize, if I never loved her, I wouldn't know what love truly means.